Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another first try. My name is Nick and today we are going to take a look at Abyss Odyssey. This is a game developed by the Ace team, a Chalenian studio, which also brought you some titles like Rock of Ages or Xenoclash. This time around they developed a Metroidvanian roguelike game, in which you venture down procedurally generated dungeons, find some shops in which you can buy items, and fight enemies. So, this game has full controller support, as it's usual for this genre, and you can play it either single player or in multiplayer as well. So, before we're going to take a look at the game, let's take a look at the options menu, the keyboard settings. These are all rebindable keys, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's great. Wonderful, to say the least. Audio settings. You have 3 different sliders for music, sound effects, and voice. In the video settings, you can adjust the resolution. Basically, the standard resolutions are supported, which is okay. You can increase the brightness, activate VSync, and full screen motion blur, occlusion, post process, and light shifts effect as well. So, kind of alright options menu for a PC game. Also, a small tutorial is here, so you can see basic attacks are on X, you can jump on A, you have double jump as well. On the next page you have dodge and block. Parry has to be timed really good. Grabbing is when enemies are blocking. Basically you have a shield like you have in Super Smash Bros. So each time an attack comes it gets weaker, or the longer you hold it, the weaker it gets. And when the breaking point is there, the shield breaks and you cannot use it for about 5 to 6 seconds. X and Y is a special move. It requires a full mana bar. Mana globes can be found on the stages as well as mana potions. Special attacks are on Y. You can reassign the skills and get some upgrades for them at good altars. As far as I'm concerned, the ratio of good altars to bad altars, on which you cannot do anything, is 1 to 2, so basically a 33% chance to find a good altar in the game. When you fall on the ground, yes, you are basically invulnerable, and you have different recoveries, so basically the direction you are holding, that direction is the direction you can get up. And you can also take influence on your jump. So, after we've covered that, let's take a look at the game. I just say we start off with her, and one rift I'm going to show you. This character is unlocked at first, and I couldn't unlock her, so I don't know what you have to do. Basically, these are all locations in Santiago de Chile, basically where the story plays. The Warlock is streaming, and thus rifts are coming to Santiago de Chile and tearing apart the world more or less from this position on. You, as the hero, have to stop him. That's basically the story. So you start off in Santa Lucia. The second stage you unlock is the Procuro Park, and the Sacramentinos Cathedral is the last place you unlock. We're going to take a look at the easy one first, and yeah, here we are in the game. You can also change
Need a lift, my friend?
the place you are by talking to this guy, but it costs you 10 gold. But as you can see, you get a lot of gold by running through the dungeons. Gold persists through the death as well as levels, and the inventory is reset every time you die, so I'll buy myself a wonderful weight here. And down the hatch we go. There are 3 different area difficulties, as you can see. Easy is easy. The enemies are doing not so fancy combos on you, they have less HP and deal less damage. With medium this changes rapidly, and with hard you are getting it really hard. So, speaking of good altars, here we have a good altar. I have 2 skill points left, so basically I can make a special cancel. And yeah, that's basically my skills I have. And we also find a wonderful shopkeeper here. Cursing. Yeah. And we can fight him as well, because we are yeah, heroes. And we're allowed to do that. And that's basically what we can do. Oops. The turning speed on the character seems a little bit off in my opinion. It's a little bit slow for a game like that. But that may be just me, but as far as I've seen on the Steam reviews on the game, more people are having this problem, so that yeah, could cause some trouble for some people. Also, if you want to nail good combos, the input has to be really good, which currently I don't think is really that possible, at least for me, but I'm not that good at this type of games. So, as you can already see, we have enemies here which are dealing damage to me because they can. And you can shoot them towards the environmental things like the spikes that are coming out of the wall to damage them. Kind of nice way to make combat a bit more interesting through these environmental influences you can put into it. Good sir, do you want to die soon, maybe? Thank you. Yeah, this isn't easy. And it gets progressively harder as you venture down. How do we get up here? Up. Whatever. As you can see, the blue globes here are mana crystals, which increase the mana. When you have a full mana bar, you can unleash your special skill. And as you can see already, the enemy variety is quite high. And what's even more fun is when you kill an enemy with your special ability, you can gather his soul and transform into that exact enemy and perform his skills as well. So we're close to dying here, which is not good. And I'm dead. Not yet. If your HP drops to 0, you lose your entire mana and you drop your inventory. But instead of you will fight as one of the chilling guards here. You can pick up the items of the inventory, but none of the items that are in the bottom left screen, which is basically your quick bar of items, where are health potions, antidotes, as well as mana potions, and what else? Ah, the enemy souls, yeah, you can capture. We can take a look at the map again. So the next 3 straight down are moderate difficulty. Okay. And there might be a special one as well. What I have to do now with this character is find an altar, a good one, and revive Catherine. Otherwise, if this character dies, the game is over. Ow. Come on, go die. Also, enemies that are killed while you are the guard, those XP count towards Catherine's experience, and you can level up even if you are dead. So yes, that is basically the entirety of the game here in the story mode. You venture down through the dungeons, get lucky with the shops or the altars.
You're alive. I guess not all magic in this place is evil.
I'm in your debt for bringing me back. The Warlock's mind is trying to banish us. But these altars...
This helps our cause greatly. You're worth at least 10 soldiers.
I'll keep clearing ahead. Please.
I will. And if you fall again, I'll find another altar and bring you back.
Good.
Promise.
As you have heard, the voice acting is, in my opinion, relatively good for the indie game. So, yeah, I've enjoyed the voice acting and the music as well. So the sound department on this game did a, I'm tempted to say, phenomenal job. Really. That's why the soundtrack is available to buy as well, separately from the game. Not that the game is bad, but the soundtrack is, yeah, exceeding everything. And they are going down as well. So, let's see if we can find a quick way to die. Yeah, keys are required for some chests. You can find them on some enemies. Maybe they spawn right here or around another corner. Spawn locations are relatively random, as far as I'm concerned, and yeah. Oh, we got a key out of a chest like that. What I just picked up was a health potion as well, so I can increase my health by, I think, 500 HP. So basically, this is my oh shit button. And we venture down more. What you can also do is, during this loading screen, you can already jump down here, which, yeah, shortens a little bit the waiting time. And that might be interesting for speedrunners as well. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not a speedrunner, but yeah. That seems speedrunner-ish to me. Let's incinerate them for the glory and such. Instead of hoping for mana globes, there is another possibility to gain mana, and that's by dealing damage to enemies via special skills or simply attacks. Good. There we have an antidote. And there is one of the phony shrines. Oh, come on, get up there. At least it's my feeling, but sometimes I think some inputs are overreacting, because sometimes I just fall through these platforms, although I'm definitely up there. But it might just be my eyes betraying me. This one is bad, as you can see. So... what I can also do is make 2 strong attacks. That was bad. 2 strong attacks, or you can make 3 short attacks. That is basically a variety on your attack, basic attack, which I find quite okay. So, there's a special area sealed off, but we've got the key before. It's the silver key we've got here. And there is another room. Yeah, we can transition to the medium way. That way.
I held out as long as I could. I'm so tired now.
And he drops some mana potion for us as well. Wonderful. As you've seen on the map, we have a question mark room underneath us, so let's take a look at that. So, we're transformed into one enemy. So, and if we are beating the entirety of the enemies that the game is throwing at us, I can get out this soul, but I don't really want that soul, because that's bad. Just my opinion. Ow. And if that's all. But that's okay, the room counts as cleared this way. And we are in the next area. So we have now a full mana bar. So let's unleash the skill. And we can pick up the soul. And as you can see now we are a fucking tree. Gigantic tree to say the least. So we can tank damage with him and then retransform as well, so that is for special tactics. Some might say. But just for the sake of showing you, because in the story mode there is not really that much more to show, I'm going to die right here. It takes some time, especially in an easy room, because the enemies are not attacking that fast. Come on, burn me now. Yeah, that's good. The AI is sometimes weird, to say the least. Oh no, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Ah, finally. Seems like they don't have anything against Catherine, but against the soldiers, as it seems. Would you mind, please? Oh, come on. Let the grub kill me. Because the others are not that able to. Yeah. Come on, come on. Oh, that's good. No. I know you can do it. Come on. If this happened today, I'd be very pleased. Thank you. So this way you're completely dead. And we start all over again. So, I didn't unlock anything, but I can take a look at the map right here. So at stage number 8, we would have a intermediate boss. When we go down the east path, and yeah. So, now we are the monk, and this way we can choose where we will start. But for this game mode, I'm done showing you everything, so I will take a look at the training mode, in which you can do your combos. So you can basically choose the Ghost Monk and every soul you have ever captured. And since the Ghost Monk is the second hero, he is wearing, he's playing a 200 sword, and this is basically his special ability, upwards, and downwards I don't have anything. As you can see, I can press Y as much as I want to. Speaking of which, the art style is quite nice, as you can see. The bone work, wonderful. So yeah, that's everything I've got to show you about this game, ladies and gentlemen. The combat has some weaknesses, to say the least, and it feels rather clunky, especially when you think you already played on the controller and still you have problems with turning around. But maybe it's just intended this way. So, yeah, that is Abyss Odyssey, ladies and gentlemen. Currently available on Steam for 15 euros or your regional equivalent. Yeah, apart from the weaknesses, I have to say, Abyss Odyssey made its first try, ladies and gentlemen. My name has been Nick, and I shall see you next time.